on a mountaintop. Now tourists come and stare at us. Blow bubbles with their gum. Take photographs of fun. Have fun. They'll name a city after us, and later say it's all our fault. Then they'll give us a talking to. Then they'll give us a talking to, 'cause they've got years of experience.
Ava.
Living in a den of thieves, rummaging for answers in the pages. Living in a den of thieves, and it's contagious, and it's contagious, and it's contagious, and it's contagious. We wear our scarves just like the news, but not 'cause we want eternal sleep. And though our parts are slightly used, new ones are slave labor you can keep. Den of thieves, rummaging for answers in the pages.
So, why are we in a circle?
I'll get to that. But first, let me ask you all why you think you're here.
To learn about performing in theater?
Okay, Autumn,
I don't know.
Ava,
To get extra credit?
is that why you want to be here?
I don't want to, I have to.
So why don't you leave?
Okay.
Where is she going?
I don't know, and I don't care. But what I do care about is,
Aren't you gonna do something about it?
no, I won't. Because I don't want someone who doesn't want to be in my class in here. Do any of you want to be in my class? Get your hair out of your face. Let's see that beautiful smile. You all gotta work with me here. How about this? Before I talk about the plan for today, I want each of you three to properly introduce yourselves. That way I can know how to put my plan into action. So who wants to introduce themselves first? Ari, how about you tell us about yourself?
I'm Ari, I'm 15, and that's about it.
That's not enough. Tell us more about yourself.
I like to be alone.
Wow, okay. Anything else?
I know what I don't like, my name. Yeah, Ari is a pretty awful name. At least my parents didn't name me after a season.
Guys, we're just introducing ourselves. Let's cool it a little bit.
Yeah, Autumn. I was just agreeing with you.
Okay, Autumn. How about you introduce yourself?
I'm Autumn, I'm 15, and I'm the least problematic person in here. What about that guy?
Yes, I haven't said your name or acknowledged you yet, but tell us your story.
I haven't even finished yet.
Ignore her. Go on. Please?
I can't.
What do you mean you can't?
I don't want to.
So, what do I call you then?
John?
Is that your real name?
No.
Oh, you guys know it would be fun if by the end of these next 2 weeks, which is when the plan will take place, he'll tell us his real name.
Shouldn't you know his real name?
I do, but I'm trying to have fun. I'm playing into the idea I don't know.
What if he's referred to as John so much that he forgets his own name, his own identity?
He has other classes, Ari.
I bet you used to be homeschooled.
Is that supposed to be an insult?
Listen, did you hear that? John formed a coherent sentence.
That's unnecessary.
So is this class.
Then why are you here? Sorry, that was unnecessary of me. But see, I apologize. I acknowledge my faults, and that's what we're going to do in this class. We are going to better ourselves and speak openly.
What happens if we don't?
You will. And now that we've all introduced ourselves,
John didn't. We don't know anything about him except for his fake name. It's like his alter ego. John.
we'll learn more about him throughout this plan.
Stop calling it the plan.
I'm the teacher. I'm the innovator. I'm not going to let some low-life, crappy student tell me what to do. That was a joke. I was joking. Too far?
No, she's just being overdramatic.
Shut up, Autumn! I already hate you!
That was too far. That's where I crossed the line.
Okay, yeah. Sorry, Autumn.
You apologized. See, that is one of the first steps into becoming a better person. You're already one step ahead than Autumn and John.
Is that what this is all about? For us to ridicule each other, say sorry, and be amazing people?
That isn't all that this is about. I know deep down all of you are hurting, and I unshamedly want to know what is hurting all of you.
But we barely know each other.
You see, that's the point. We'll get to know each other better through acting, improvisations, personal conversations.
Acting?
Acting improvisations. You know, like how theater is acting and acting is theater. But it should be noted, what happens in theater stays in theater.
That's good to know. So I can say I don't want to be alive and you wouldn't bat an eye, you wouldn't say anything about it?
Augie,
Is that his real name? Ari, now isn't the time.
so why don't you want to be alive?
You're gonna have me do a lot of improvisations to get that out of me.
Why is it such a big deal? Everyone feels the same way as him.
So you don't want to be alive either?
Are you trying to invalidate my feelings?
I'm not. I'm just saying you're not cool or unique or different.
Neither are you. You're gonna be saying the exact same thing because that's what we're supposed to do right now.
Hey, let's back up a little bit. Ari, what you said was really uncalled for and insensitive. Are you willing to admit that?
No, because I didn't say or do anything wrong.
Take accountability. That is the second step towards improvement.
Do you just think we want to improve ourselves? What is this game?
I've told you the point, and the game has not started yet.
But according to you, I've already been improving. So what are we doing?
Think of it like this. The first 3 steps are the appetizer, and the steps after are the meal.
That's a weird analogy.
It's a good analogy. Do you want to know how to complete the 3rd step?
Tell me.
By telling us another thing about yourself that a lot of people don't know.
Can I make something up?
No, that defeats the whole purpose.
Okay, before I answer, can I ask you a question?
Go ahead.
Do Autumn and Augie have to do this too? Why does it just apply to me?
Because you made the first mistake, and they haven't. You set us up for the big game.
I don't want all of this to be about me.
It will be if you make it.
Something else about me. I stole Augie's confession. Does that count?
Is that how you really felt?
Yeah.
Okay, think of this. Imagine if Augie interrupted you while you were saying how you didn't want to be alive. You missed the 2nd step. Take accountability. Again. Do it. It's right.
I'm sorry.
And now Augie can choose to forgive you, and if he doesn't, well, he doesn't.
I forgive her.
And now, thanks to Augie's forgiveness, the game has started.
Wait,
Yes,
what do we gain from this?
that's a good question. I don't know. I can't change any of you. You might feel like your life has changed by the end of this, or you'll feel nothing. You can feel humiliated, and I'm sorry if you do, but just try to keep an optimistic outlook. It's the least that I'm asking of you 3. Is that understandable? Good. To start, Autumn, Augie, follow me. Augie.
What are we doing?
Improv. Ari is going to give you all a scenario, but there's a catch. While you guys are improv acting, you have to convey strong feelings, your emotions.
This is literally the worst day of my life.
You guys are siblings and you're upstairs in your parents' room and your parents are arguing downstairs and you're both sad.
Wait, you don't get to control how they feel.
But they have to be. Their parents are arguing over how the children are the reason they want to get a divorce. And while that's happening, you hear police sirens. Wee woo, wee woo. Are the police gonna arrest your dad? They arrested mine. You know why they arrested mine? My dad is a horrible person. This can also be a reason why the siblings are sad. Because the police are about to arrest their dad. And after he's arrested, they'll live the rest of their lives knowing they're responsible for their parents' divorce. But they'll also never have a father figure like him again. Are you okay?
That seemed pretty personal.
Yeah, do I need to call home?
No, everything's already been settled. Let's move on with the scenario.
How are we supposed to get off that?
I don't know. It's pretty self-explanatory, I think.
It's not.
No, it's not. Just try anyway. There's no script. Just know your parents are downstairs arguing and you hear police sirens because your dad's about to be arrested.
Wow, that's tough.
Do you want to go first?
Augie, start us out.
Okay. Man, it really sucks our parents are getting a divorce because they think we suck.
Are you serious?
Shh, just let it happen.
Yeah, I didn't really like her anyways. She's...
An addict. She doesn't care about us, neither does Dad. We're supposed to rely on each other, and all I feel is alone. I don't know why I feel alone. I guess it's because everyone always pretends like they care, but why do they care? Half the time when I'm around, they don't acknowledge my existence. I don't know. It's not fair, and I want someone to assure me that I'm doing all right for myself, that I'm not wasting space, but they make me think I am. I talk to someone, I ask for help, but they think therapy means happy. When I say I need help, I mean that I just want to talk to somebody and act like everything's okay, because if I don't act like that, because, I gotta say, oh my God, I was at the end.
Do you really think that way?
What's my reason not to?
There's always someone who cares. I care.
Don't do that.
Don't do what?
You're pretending to, you're lying to me.
I'll listen to you. I can listen.
You don't get the point. It's not about listening, it's about understanding.
I can only understand if you let me listen.
Well, you did, but you don't get it. You haven't been through what I've been through.
Seriously? You don't know me past my name.
Okay, so tell me then. Go on. I already humiliated myself in front of all of you.
You had a choice and you told us. Now we know. We know that you live a sad life just sitting around feeling sorry for yourself. You don't deserve any of our sympathy because you refuse to find happiness and you always make a speech. But really, you're right. Nobody cares. You live and die by people's pity and it's extremely pathetic. Learn to make a change and live a little so we don't have to continue hearing your stupid sob stories. I look forward to spending another day with you.
Hey, sit down. I'm sorry.
No, I knew that. I'm just confused.
About what?
I asked myself a little ways through the conversation if what we're doing is really acting. Do you realize how wrong this is?
It wasn't supposed to get this far on the first day. It was supposed to evolve over time.
But it didn't, and you don't have a backup plan, do you?
No.
God, what have you done?
This isn't as disastrous as you're making it out to be. It's an easy fix. We'll have a hard reset tomorrow and pretend like none of this happened.
Pretend. That's all we're doing. Are you satisfied?
Has your confession made you feel more open to telling others how you truly feel?
I was embarrassed.
But do you feel more open?
I guess.
You did a brave thing up there. Autumn can think otherwise. She's entitled to her opinion.
I don't want her to dislike me. I don't want anyone to dislike me.
Don't worry about how others feel about you. Worry about how you feel about yourself. How do you feel about yourself in this moment?
Less anxious, maybe. I don't know, actually.
That's okay. I can't change your life anyways.
You don't need to change our lives. We're the only one who can change our lives, and I will.
I'm satisfied. Go ahead and go to your next class. If your teacher asks why you're late, tell them it's my fault.
Okay. Have a good rest of your day.
You too.
I'll be the one that stays till the end, and I'll be the one that needs you again, and I'll be the one that proposes in a garden of roses and truly loves you long after our curtain closes. But will you still love me when nobody wants me around? When I turn 81 and forget things, will you still be proud? 'Cause I am the one that's waited this long, and I am the one that might get it wrong, and I'll be the one that will love you the way I'm supposed to, girl. But will you still love me when nobody wants me around?
Hey,
Hey,
I thought what you did yesterday was really brave, and it would take a lot of courage for me to get up there and do that.
no, I was just playing the game.
I'm sorry for what I said earlier.
Don't worry about it. Has she told us what we're doing today?
Yeah, something that has to do with an old telephone?
I don't know what that could be about.
Well, this is gonna be awkward.
Augie, Ari, come on. So, does anyone want to guess what we're doing today? Anyone? No? Okay, well, today you're going to call somebody you care about and tell them you love them.
With that?
Yes, you may be asking what the point of all this is. I don't know. I figured today could be a fun day, but a day where we can also get a little more personal. Any questions? All right, so who wants to go first?
I'll go.
Okay, but I forgot to add, we have to guess who she's calling.
I have a question. What does this have to do with theater?
Nothing, but it's gonna be a fun day.
Hi,
Who is this?
this is Ari.
What do you want?
How are you?
Fine. I'm doing much better without your mom. That's for sure. She didn't love you like I did, you know that, right?
Do you love me?
Why do you have to ask that? a bad parent?
No, you're not. I'm just making sure because, you left us and all.
You know why I had to. I didn't have a choice.
No, you did have a choice. You left because you hated us.
Where are you getting that from? Your mom?
It wasn't all her fault.
So it was all mine? I don't think you understand she's dangerous.
She isn't. She tries.
She's an addict.
I still love her.
Do you know why she started drinking? Because you were stressing her out. You tore our whole family apart.
I love you, Dad.
Don't call this number again.
Give it to Autumn.
No.
Okay, you know what? I'll call the office. Not really, but,
Come on. Pick it up.
Hello? What do you want for supper tonight? Alright, I can probably end up fixing that. I'll be home in a few hours. See you then.
You weren't calling anyone.
But who was I pretending to call?
Your husband?
Correct. You get bonus points for that.
This is a grade?
Nah, I'm just messing with you. So, who wants to go next? Augie or Autumn?
I'll go.
What a nice surprise. Go ahead.
No one picked up.
Try again.
Hello?
Hi. Is this Amelia Sinclair's daughter speaking?
Yeah,
So you must be Autumn.
I am.
Autumn, your mother was in an awful car crash a few hours ago. She was taken to the hospital, but
But what?
she didn't make it. I'm so sorry.
Hey, I just wanted to check up on you and make sure you're fine.
Was it not obvious that I'm not?
Look, I'm not here to pity you. I just want to talk to you.
I don't care. Go away!
I'm sorry for undermining your feelings yesterday.
Wow, I really appreciate it. Now go away!
When I was in middle school 2 or 3 years ago, I didn't have any friends. Anyone I had before middle school either moved away or just moved on from me. I really hate moving on. It sucks, and when you lose all you have, it's hard to gain it back. So throughout all those years, I didn't have a single friend besides one of my teachers. She treated me like I was a person, not like everyone else was above me. I live for that kind of affection, and I live for people to treat me as well as she did. There was this one time when she took me aside after class because I was being bullied, and I didn't say a word about it. I knew the consequences of saying something, but they didn't know the consequences. They were about to face when she told me not to worry about the bullying anymore. I was concerned about what she meant. The next day, I found out those people who were bullying me were expelled. Nothing would have happened if it wasn't for her.
What was her name?
Miss Sinclair.
So the past 2 days have been something, but we're close to the end. Congratulations. You all might be wondering what your final job is. I want you all to write a monologue, a closing speech, if you will.
This isn't the end of the year.
This is the end of the game, so make it good and personal. I'd really like a good cry, so if anyone needs a piece of paper, feel free to ask me. Also, you will be presenting this tomorrow. That is all.
Crying never did nobody no good, no how. That's why I don't cry. That's why I don't cry.
So, who wants to present first?
Over the past 3 days, I've learned to open up to more people with the help of Miss Phipps and my own willingness to try to live a little more. Being alive and living are two completely different things. When you're alive, you're just there. That's how I was. Just there because nobody cared to notice me. Living, on the other hand, is going out and being happy, accomplishing your dreams, being the person you always aspired to be. I am living. I am no longer a ghost. I no longer carry the pressure of being alive to avoid hurting other people, and I thought at first I'd just be hurting myself. I have a family, and that's you guys. In such a short time, I've learned so much about myself than I have in the past 5 years. I know this is only the start of an amazing year, but nothing can get better than this. Thank you.
I've been thinking about it a lot. Our experiences in this class so far have been very different from each other, but all of them have one thing in common. We're able to express ourselves in ways we would be too afraid to do if we weren't in this environment. I felt very safe here, and I'm sure Augie has too. I can't speak for Autumn because I would never know what it's like to fully and forever lose your mother. I could only dread it. All of us are imperfect people, but we have a lot going for ourselves. We share an individual loss or tragedy, but I've learned to take my tragedy, my pain, and make it something that isn't my downfall, but instead make it my path to a better and happier life of moving on from my past and forgetting. I can't imagine what's next, but I know I'll enjoy every last minute of it because I love you guys. Thank you.
It's crazy to think that everything has happened in only 3 days. At the beginning, I didn't know Augie, I didn't know Ari, I didn't know Miss Phipps, and I forgot about Ava into this insane week. I didn't look forward to being a part of this class, nor was I authentic about this plan, which was involved into a game, according to Miss Phipps. If this is a game, then this is a sick game. I was always thinking how this wasn't morally right, and I will always think it isn't. Miss Phipps probably meant it in a good intent and fun, but I will forever associate the most traumatic experience of my life because of this game, which was purely by accident and no one's fault. However, I don't think it was taken into account how terribly detrimental these confessions and all could be to someone mentally. You should have known, Miss Phipps. I know that now I'll have to spend the rest of the school year with you all, which I've come to accept, because even though this nearly ruined my life, I gained a couple of amazing friends. In the end, Miss Phipps got what she wanted, and we all at least got something out of this game.
Alone at the edge of a universe, humming a tune, for merely dreaming we were snow. A siren sounds like the goddess who promises endless apologies of paradise. And only she can make it right. So things are different tonight.
There are miles between us, time between us. There is something between us. I may be a fool to dream of you, but God, it feels so good to dream at all. Something short and sweet. There's all